Okay. Hi guys, is anyone here yet? Hi everyone, how's it going? Thank you so much for tuning in to Greentrades. Are you guys still around? Let's wait for more people to join first. If you guys are here, please leave a comment below. Type in something so that I can see you guys. Happy Chinese New Year! 恭喜发财! To the few of you who are joining now, how's it going? Are you guys having your dinner, or are you guys stuck in traffic, or what's going on? Or are you guys still at your hometowns having a good time with your family and friends? I'm trying out to do this live session during this hour for the first time, so let's see what the results are. We will be talking about the live market for today and tomorrow. So please leave a comment if you can hear me, or if you can actually see the screen. Is it big enough for you? And let's leave a comment. Okay, more people are joining. Yes, leave a comment. Like this post and share it with your friends. Don't be selfish. Okay, so today we will be talking about the market, but first of all, let's take a look at what happened at the market yesterday. Yesterday was a killer for everyone. Like, the market was down 20 points. It was the first day of the market open after the Chinese New Year holiday, and there were over 700 counters down yesterday. So it was really a panic and a really one-day crash. Was it a one-day crash? We'll find out soon. But yesterday everyone literally panicked and sold off their shares to actually buy the glove stocks. And today there has been some correction for the glove stocks. So let's see what's going on. Yep. So yeah, leave a comment below if you guys actually bought any glove stocks. Okay, so we will see what's going on in the market today. Basically, the palm oil counters were up marginally because yesterday there was a 300 point drop in FCPO prices, which is like one of the biggest drops in history for a long time. For the past few years, we have not seen a 300 point drop in the FCPO price. So yesterday's drop was crazy. So stocks like TDM, FGV, Arsawit all were down yesterday. But today, the FCPO prices rebounded, and the FCPO stocks also rebounded as well. So if we look at the FCPO price, what's going on, we can see here. We can check the prices at Bursa Malaysia. By the way, they changed the website, so it has a much cleaner look now. And we can actually see that the FCPO prices rebounded quite a bit, 100 over points. So yeah, and today's FBM KLCI was actually still down 1 point, which is quite challenging. Although Dow Jones, the US market, was up like 100 to 200 points last night, the Malaysian market is still down. So there's always a disconnect between Malaysia and the rest of the world, whereby if the US market is down, Malaysia probably will be down. But if the US market is up, then Malaysia market, the index might not still be up. So it's a double lose for Malaysia, but for the rest of the world it's different. So Malaysia is a very special case, and Malaysia's stock market is very unique. Yep. Sometimes it can follow its peers, but most of the time it will follow the peers if it's bad. Very hard to outperform. Recently it's quite hard to outperform. Leave a comment if you get what I'm trying to say. Please leave a comment if you are actually joining, and let me know if you are here, because I feel like I'm talking to myself. There is no comments yet. Yeah, so do say hi. I would love to say hi to you and wish you a happy Chinese New Year. So yeah. Okay, so moving on from the topic we were talking about. Basically, right now there are a few team plays going on. The obvious one is actually glove stocks, but it has went up quite a bit. So everyone keep on asking me, still can buy or not. It's like you can buy, but then there will be a shake off, there will be a correction, and is it possible for you to actually withstand the shake off? And let's say you bought Top Glove at 6 ringgit yesterday, then today becomes to 580. So let's say your 60,000 becomes 58,000 in one day. So would you actually cut loss now, or would you actually hold on to your stock? So it's like you might be stuck in the middle of nowhere if you chase high. So I always strongly discourage my clients to chase high, but if they want, then it's at their own risk, because I'm just a tool. Yeah, so like I'm just like a robot. If you ask me question, then I will answer. Yeah, like I'm Siri, but I'm available to reply your questions in the WhatsApp or phone at any point of time. I'll be happy to do so, but yeah, it's always, the final decision is always yours. So let's take a look at what's going on for tomorrow. Okay, Joey, thanks for your comment. What do I think about TDM? So basically, TDM, it was actually issued in this week's report, week 5 January 20, meaning last Sunday I actually issued a report. So TDM has actually been on a consolidation for more than 3 weeks, and the first initial recommendation price for Greentrades on TDM was at 21.5 cents before everything moved up. So basically it has been on a consolidation, and it has been testing the 50-day moving average support. So my advice during the report was, when it was at 27.5 to 30 cents level, can look out for a rebound. But the support is only valid until today, meaning that it has actually rebounded today. Yeah, so what I can actually observe for this TDM is that there may be some rebounds in between, maybe above 30 cents level, just a while, because the quarterly results is expected to be released soon. But if you take a look at my calculations here, this is actually my calculations. The revenue for the plantation division may increase a bit by 20% to 30%, based on the CPO price of 2,600 average selling price. But if you reflect it on the earnings, the final earnings per share, it's actually just additional like 1 or 2 million, which is not much. So although I feel that it's better, the quarterly earnings will be better, but it's not fantastic. Yeah. So where do we actually go from here is, let's take a look at the chart. I would say if you actually rebound it, buy at the rebound today, then it's quite okay. The 26 cents level, yeah, then it's a pretty good trade. So will it go up further? Let's take a look at the next resistance. Basically what I think might happen is tomorrow it will test the 30 cents level. It will go up a bit. Then the first resistance, the strong resistance, I would say would be at the 34 cents level, which is the 20-day moving average, Joey. Yeah, so you have to actually be careful on that. But if you're looking to enter now, it's roughly in the middle, whereby the rebound has actually occurred already. So I'm not sure if you are actually looking to enter or planning to cut loss, or what's the plan. So yeah, I hope it has answered your question, Joey. If you think it has added value for you, please like and share, Joey. Yeah, 恭喜发财 to you, Joey. Hi Fix Sophie, thanks for joining. Hi Kenny Fu, thanks for joining as well. 恭喜发财. Thanks for your question. So Dayang, 290 now. Is high. It's very high. So for me, I wouldn't enter when the price is too high, unless you have time to monitor and time to cut loss and so on. But if you have the time to actually do so, then I think you might be good enough to know what you are doing. So at this point of price 290, is really a 50-50 chance based on the next upcoming earnings. But I would say the risk is definitely more than the reward. So your chances of losing is higher than chances of winning. So imagine, let's say last week you bought at 290, then it came down to 260. So in simple example is like 29,000 become 26,000 in one day. And can you actually sustain that shake off? Yeah, so you have to ask yourself that question. Can you actually have a look at it when it's down 10%? Yeah. So my take on it is, go up can go up, but anytime it can come down as well. Yeah. So I wish you all the best, Kenny. 恭喜发财. Oh wow, thanks Joey. Appreciate your share. Yeah. So everyone, please be like Joey. Share the video. Kenny. Yeah. Anyways, I have a question for all of you guys. Would you rather have a cure for coronavirus or glove stocks going down, rather than they actually find a cure for corona? Oh, okay, sorry. Would you rather have a cure for coronavirus but the glove stocks go down, or would you rather have the coronavirus spread to everyone and the glove stocks continue to limit up? So basically this is quite a ethical, not really ethical question. So yeah, so it's just a question for fun and to see how are you guys, what's your take on this, what's your opinion. So please leave a comment if you guys actually answered. Yeah, vote in the comment section. Please vote. Please vote. Which one would you actually do? Yeah. So I won't actually know who votes what, so it will just be a percentage. So don't worry, I won't judge you. This question is just for fun. Yeah. Okay, so thanks Fikri for your Fik Sofri for your comment. Fik Sofri asks about focus. So what do you think, what do I actually think about focus is, this one is a really goreng counter and it might drop at any point of time. So one thing I actually observed for focus today was that if you take a look at the trades focus, so one thing I actually observed today is that if you take a look at the orders at, like, let's say for example 9:27 and 30, 9:27 a.m. this morning, if you take a look at the orders, there were a lot of like 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 2 2 2 6 2 10, like basically people queuing at that price, 1 unit 1 unit 1 unit, and selling off at one shot. This is, I would say, in my point of view, just trying to flood the screen, the trading screen. Like, is this even there's something going on here, as you can see. It's pretty obvious. No one would actually queue their orders 1 1 1 1 1. So for me, I would actually like to just avoid this type of stocks. Something is going on here, and at any point of time it might actually crash. So it has also been on an uptrend since a very long time, and the volume here, as you can see, is pretty unique lah. This, I would say, this kind of stock is very unique, if you get what I mean. Yeah, so I wish you all the best, Fix or Free. And if you learn something from it, please like and share. Thanks. Okay, anyways, moving on to the next comment. Hi Nuren Lloyd. Thanks for joining. Hi Nuren, how are you? I always see your photos, like, very nice. I hope all is well. And thanks for joining. So Bill asks, with the current sentiment of the virus, would you reduce your holding to 50% or lower? So for Bill, this question actually is quite a personal question, because I believe that everyone has their personalized trading strategy and their personalized plan. So I would say there is no right or wrong for this question. So my take on this question is, actually, I wouldn't say 50% reduce in holdings, but I would actually diversify my holdings. And that's quite a good question, actually. I would actually diversify my holdings to some cryptocurrency. If you take a look at Bitcoin, it has actually been going up for quite a bit. So yeah, and the important event of halving that happens this May is actually occurring. So assets like gold and Bitcoin is actually going up, because for the first time in history of mankind, after gold, we have an asset that is actually not tied to the economy, to any news, and to any politicians or any disasters like the virus. So for me, in my opinion, I view Bitcoin as an asymmetrical asset. So I would diversify a bit of my holdings into there and then leave some in the stock market. So in the stock market, I would also have like a trading, just for trading type of portfolio, and some is like just buy and keep for long term. So it depends on what type of strategy you are. So that's just my opinion. Yeah. So thanks Bill so much for the question, and I hope it open up. I hope it enlightens you lah. Yeah. So thanks so much Bill for your question. But we will be actually looking at some stocks to watch for tomorrow. By the way, the next Greentrades performance-based report will be out probably next month. So if you guys have not signed up for the service, feel free to check it out. We will be having a review on Handal, which is the first Greentrades performance-based report stock, and it was actually recommended at 41 cents. So it went to a high of 47 cents, but it has been actually coming down for the past few days, which is quite worrying. Not worrying, it's like quite quite worrying. not really worrying. It's just a normal correction. But one thing to note is that there has been some disposal from the major shareholders. This is slightly concerning, and this has been done prior to the announcement of the quarterly report in February 20, expected to be released on late on February. So they are actually disposing some shares here. So what my take on this is, actually the next quarterly report will just be normal, just okay, but the quarterly report to look out for is the second quarter, meaning it would actually be released on the May report. So have a look at Handal again, probably in May 2020. But if you have holding power, or if your hands on holding is strong, then it's alright. Another thing to note is that the 20-day moving average support is at 41 cents at the moment. So it needs to actually close this gap here created from 45 cents to 43 cents. That's a huge gap down. So I think it would actually try to fill up the gap first before going back up. And if I'm not wrong, it's actually trying to form a cup with a handle, just that the base is slightly shaky here. So if you can see here, this is the cup and this is the handle. If you guys can see or visualize it, yeah. So this is a long-term play lah. So yeah, if anyone who bought Handal from the Greentrades performance-based report, please leave a comment. Okay, so the next thing we will be covering is the stock to watch for tomorrow. So basically today we can see that most stocks rebounded, and one more thing to note was that the semiconductor industry actually rebounded a lot. So this was actually featured in this week's report. So basically every Sunday I will publish a report for the Greentrades performance based clients, and this week's report I mentioned that the gloves sector may be on an uptrend, and Top Glove and Supermax are favorable. Then the semiconductor industry may have a strong momentum because Broadcom signed a deal with Apple worth more than $15 billion. So this type of theme plays are rotational. So right now we are looking at the semiconductor industry, the glove industry, the palm oil industry. For the palm oil industry, it's just having a correction, like a 1 or few days rebound, 2 days rebound. And basically what goes down must come up and what comes up must come down. Yeah, so is it sustainable? Do I think the rubber glove industry bubble has burst? I don't think the bubble has burst. Because with the amount of volume and value traded in these glove companies, I think the uptrend is here to stay for quite a while. Maybe not every day up like 10-20%, but it will be in play. It definitely will be in play or actively traded. So if you take, for instance, for comparisons, the palm oil stocks or the palm oil trend theme play, most of those stocks actually went up like 80% to 100% plus. And if you take a look at the glove stocks, like let's say Supermax or Top Glove, Supermax has been on the move since the 130 level, and it did not even touch 2 ringgit. So if you count in terms of percentage, 130 to 190 sorry, excuse me. If you take a look at the rise in terms of percentage, it's less than 50%. So I think there is some room for it to go up further, just that it might close the gap a while before going back up. Please leave a comment if you guys are actually holding on to glove stocks or looking to enter. So anyways, so far I'm proud of you traders for having a humanity side of you guys. You guys actually, 75% of you actually voted for a cure for coronavirus and don't mind the glove stocks going down. And the 25% of you actually wanted the coronavirus to spread and the glove stocks go up. So I understand that point of view. Actually, if I was very, very heavily invested in glove stocks, I would vote the same. Yeah, so both is both. So what would I hope for is actually a cure and the glove stocks going up, so everyone wins. Yep. That's not in the options, by the way, but yeah. So if you guys have any more comments, please leave a comment, or we might end the live stream soon. Basically, if you notice what's going on with the market, it's like they are playing on the same counters over and over again. Don't you realize that? Like Notion, Inari, Jax. So let's take a look at Jax. Jax has been on a uptrend recently, and it has actually been going up since the 70 cents level. So actually today it actually rebound on the support level, which means that it is actually moving up towards the 160 to 180 level. So basically when it was over here, I keep on mentioning that I target Jax 160 to 180 for the 3 months based on the current earnings or the current quarter earnings. So I think it has room to go up further. Like rather than Dayang, I would prefer Jax. because Dayang is way too high. But this one is probably same people stock, same people counter, same hands. If you get what I mean. Oh, another stock to watch is actually OCK. So there was once I actually mentioned that the expectations on OCK was actually very high. Like for them to maintain and sustain the earnings is quite hard, and everyone expects a high growth from OCK. So right now what I can say is that although the expectation is high, the valuations is alright at this price at 60 cents. OCK has just had a spike in terms of volume today. So tomorrow maybe you can have a look at OCK, and it's in line with the semiconductor team play. Like it falls under the category of technology. So I think it's about time it has broken out from this 60 cents level. And there was actually some news on OCK today. So yeah, it has also come down quite a lot already, from 90 cents level to 40 cents, and now it's 60 cents. In terms of earnings, I don't expect it to be fantastic, just I would say alright, but there is actually the warrant, OCK warrant, which has been coming down quite a lot as well, and it expires in 1 or 2 years. So I think within this time frame of 321 days, I think they will actually play it up a bit at least once. So if you guys understand the meaning of warrants and so on, I think it's a good form of leverage. But take note that it expires in 321 days, and the premium now is 30%. So yeah. Hi Shirley, thanks for joining. Have you guys eaten your dinner? I'm not sure what to eat for dinner. What should I eat for dinner? Should I just crash someone's open house for Chinese New Year? Leave a comment below if you guys have any good dinner place to eat, or any restaurants, nice Chinese restaurants, or Malay or Western. I'm open, or Japanese or whatsoever, because I have not eaten my dinner and I might want to be eating my dinner very soon. So yeah, if you guys don't have any more questions, we might be ending the live stream soon. Once again, I wish you guys a very happy Chinese New Year. Happy getting back to work. Happy coming back to KL or Penang or Johor or your hometowns. I hope you guys had a good short break. Actually, this year Chinese New Year, the break was pretty short. So yeah. So I still have some cookies here. Should I eat it? Yeah, this is one of my favorite cookies for Chinese New Year. It's called Ngaku. Yeah. So I think what's there for us to talk about? Alright, oh yeah. So one more thing I would be mentioning about is actually Greentrades Malaysia and AirAsia. So these two stocks has been actually quite affected by the coronavirus, and it has actually came down quite a bit. So if you take a look at Genting Malaysia, I would say if there is chance to collect Genting, then it will be a good, good timing to collect, because at this current price, the dividend yield is about like 6 to 7% already, and the coronavirus sort of thing, I think it would actually be a short-term kind of event. If you take for comparison the SARS virus back in 2003, it actually lasted for about 6 months, and everything went back to normal after that. So this kind of thing is a short-term thing and might be an opportunity to collect. I hope that it's a short-term thing. I hope they find a cure, and I hope that it's everyone stays safe. Like so far this year, it's just January. There has been a lot of bad news, like for example the Iran-US war, Kobe Bryant's passing. Like Kobe Bryant was a ultimate legend, and his work ethics was like crazy, and his basketball skills was crazy as well. So, and then we have this coronavirus, and then the Australian fires. Well, this year January has been quite a challenging start for the world. So yeah, I hope that everything will be better going forward, and yeah, I hope all your stocks limit up as well. So we will be ending the live stream soon. I will leave a comment on the Greentrades Experience form if you guys are actually interested with this. Right now I have the Greentrades Experience and the Greentrades Performance-Based Reports. So both are pretty interesting services. I would say the Greentrades Performance-Based Reports are like one of the first, if not the first, in Malaysia. Like there are a lot of other services offering subscription, like every month $100, then you pay for market news updates, stock pick tips, like $100 a month or $200 a month. Yeah, and some even charge like 5,000 to 10,000 ringgit for their trading courses. But mine is really quite affordable, quite valuable. In terms of value, you get so much, and in terms of like personal one-to-one care, I would say I would give a lot of attention to you. I try to. So I will handle you with care. Handle with care. Yeah, so for handle also, handle with care. It's like I want to end the live stream, but I feel like I want to talk to you guys as well. So yeah, anyways, thanks for joining. I hope all your stocks limit up, and happy Chinese New Year, happy getting back to work, and see you guys in the next live stream or video. Remember to like and share.恭喜发财. I wish you all prosperity, health, and wealth. Thank you. Bye.